brought myself a new toy. Sandblaster that I've ordered. Don't know if it's any good or not, we're going to find out. For the sake of how much it was, I thought I'd give it a go. I've got some glass bead media as well. Again, I don't know if I've ordered the correct size or not, but we're going to build it up and try on some parts. Right, that's it fully assembled now. I've put the media in there as well. It's glass bead, I think. I don't know what I ordered. I probably should let the silicone dry, but I'm too excited to use it, so I'm going to put a part in there that doesn't really matter if it's destroyed, it's just to test it. I couldn't tell you if this is good or bad, but to me, that's good. There ain't no paint on it or rust. Obviously I've not finished it, but even the texture is really smooth, which I thought would be quite rough, but I've obviously chose the right size grit, I don't know. Now, these need to be sandblasted anyway. I definitely need a bigger compressor because it kicks on straight away. I'm not a person for slagging people off, but when I sell a part online, I try and be as genuine as possible. If it's broken, I'll say. If it's not, again, I'll say it's not broken. Now, I brought these because they are genuine lower arms that needed the ball joints replaced, but it came with a set of genuine ball joints. Now, looking at these are not genuine whatsoever, and not only that, all the threads are knackered on it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can file it out and it would be alright, but that's not the point. They were sold as brand new, genuine and in good condition, but these clearly aren't genuine. I'm going to do my research on the part number just to double check, and this is absolutely destroyed. Where they've been at it with a chisel, it's took a chunk out of that. So I think I'm going to have to weld a nut onto this to break it off, and I still think I'm going to struggle, if not the whole lower arm scrap basically. I'm not going to say no names, so I'm going to investigate further, because I might be wrong. But right, second time I've done it to my phone now. I've covered it in weld splatter, so I've knackered the screen. It's definitely not pretty, but it's stuck, and it is in fact undone. See, so I've got it off. It was a lot of work, a lot more than it should have been, but it's off. Right, finally, the engine's back. Let's get it out. I'll get a better video when it's out the car, but this engine stand mount on now. Well, I've got another bolt in, but pretty. As you can see, the damage that I found, it's still there, so I went 1/2 mil oversized, but the guy at the machine shop promises me that that is not an issue. You rub over it with your nails and you can feel it, but putting the pistons and piston rings through it, it's completely dead smooth, so he says that there is no issue whatsoever. I'm sure some of you trained professionals on YouTube or TikTok, whatever, are going to tell me otherwise, but I'm going with the man that I paid. That's it on the engine stand now. So a few bits of paint come off that I've got to touch up, but that's because it went in the hot tank. I am very surprised with only a few bits come off. I think that's where they've obviously mounted it and it's cracked it and then come off, and the top here there's a bit, but to be honest, that's not that bad. I think I'll wait till I've got the engine built back up and then spray over it all again. Alright, sorted it all out, open the pistons, and they're not numbered, so I'm guessing you've gone 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh well, we're just going to go with that. So piece of tissue, brake cleaner, and just clean out that, and then I'm going to check the gapping on the piston rings. There is a guide that comes with it somewhere down there on what to set it to, so we'll see what it's at. Right, here's the table then with the figures on. So I'm looking at medium boost, because the Rotax makes 15 psi. So medium is 15. I don't know what the C38 is, so if I upgrade to that, I'd rather have it built for more boost than less. So that is 0.007. Take that all back, that's all wrong. Right, so this is all in inches. I'll work in millimeters. Unfortunately, I'm not American. So this table here gives you the equation. So I need to work out my bore in inches, which is 86.5 millimeters. So that's 3.4 inches. Then we have to do, so 3.4 times 0.007, which equals, right, so 86.5 equals 3.4 inch, then 3.4 times 0.007 equals 0.238. That's all wrong again. I'll then have to convert back to millimeters, I think, so which is 0.6 millimeters, which I don't even think I've got enough feeler gauges for that. Right, so I've not got enough feeler gauges to gap to the medium boost one. I can do the mild boost, so I can see if it's at that, and if not, just go a touch bigger. I mean, I'm not a perfectionist. This might work, it might not. We'll find out. I'll see if the feeler gauges fit. Right, not filming how I'm gapping these. I'm not going to put that on the internet. But it's nearly there. Got to go a little bit more, but now I know what I'm doing. So it's going to, it's 0.47 is what it needs to go. This is 0.45. That's close enough. I'll just go a bit over that so it fits in there quite loosely. Be close enough. That's the second ring, I think. Don't know, I've done my research, and that's holding the feeler gauges perfectly. So I just need to go a little bit over that now. Right, that is all the feeler gauges I have, and now that's slightly loose in there, so I'd say that's the right size. I've had a little friend join me. I don't know where it's just gone. Just there. I'll try to get him out. So the pistons and rods are the weighted ones together now. Got the crank out. All the rings are gapped. They're close enough. I did get some proper feeler gauges. And now it's a case of I've got to get another bolt to go in here to flip it upside down, and then I will put the crank on. Right, I'm kind of missing steps here to get it right. Oil squirters are in, crank's clean, this is all clean, it's been brake cleaned, blown down. I've deburred all around the edge as well to a degree anyway. So I'm going to put the crank shells in now, and then hopefully get the crank in. Crank is in, clean, griddle's clean. I've got these that I was going to try, basically to check the gaps for your bearings, but apparently these are the wrong ones, so I'm just going to have to send it. I'm not really filming a lot, I'm just trying to get it done. Underbond's on, kind of. Main seal's on. I put the thrust washers in as well, forgot to do them, so the thrust washers are in. That's going on now. Alright, they're all nipped up now, just so I can see that I've got good seal with the Honda Bond. It's oozing out everywhere, so it must be good. Now, so like I said, they're nipped up, so I'm going to go through and torque them all. I can't film that because you have to do 56 degrees afterwards, and I've got to use my phone for the degrees. But yeah, so going to go in order. That's one piston done. These retaining clips are an absolute nightmare to get in. I've Loctited it, that's what it says to do. Well, it's bearing fit, so same thing, just stronger. Going to finish off doing the rest of these. Then I can put this in, so that's all torqued up, kind of. I mean, it's kind of hard to balance your phone on the torque wrench and turn it, so they're between 50 and 60 degrees. Tight enough. It still spins freely, so should be good to go. Well, I'm leaving it here for today. That's one piston in. Ta-da! I kind of forgot about filming. I just wanted to get it all right, and obviously it's an absolute mess. But yeah, that's the first time I've ever put piston in a cylinder that's not destroying a car. I've only ever ripped engines apart, not put them back together. So, don't know, we'll see if this blows up. But it seems to go pretty smooth. I've torqued up the bolts as well on it, so that is good. Now the other three, I'm coming back another day there because I'm shattered. Right, update. These are all new. Ordered some new ones. Just because I didn't really trust them, and for the sake of 60 quid or whatever it were, order some new ones. Pistons, rods, everything's in. I've got to torque these up now. These go to 26 foot-pound, I think it is. I'll have to double check. These are in, pistons are in. It turns over fairly freely, so that's fine. And I've picked up this bad boy. So it's a C38. I don't know what one. I'm pretty sure it's a C38 91, and I wanted the 81. I've got to measure a few bits on it and then I'll see. That's the head studs in. I've signed there, so when it blows up I can see when I built it. Head's in that bag, take that out. I've done the valve stem seals on that, lapped the valves. It needs cleaning up and then we can put it on there. Right, head gasket's on. I greased up underneath it. That's what I've been recommended to do. Apparently it seals better, so that's what I've done. Issue. There's one dowel pin. There's not one. I've lost it. And I've just spent the last hour looking and I can't find it. So I'm going to have to order some more. But that's okay because somebody's buying my old supercharged kit today or tomorrow. So I've got to sort all that out anyway, and then obviously there's my new one. I've measured it and I'm pretty sure it is a C38 81, which is what I wanted. I've emailed Roadtrex though just to see if they can check for me. But so yeah, that's it for today. I've got one. If I was going to order one, it was going to take a month to get here from Japan. That was the only place I could get it. Luckily somebody round the corner from me, well, half an hour away, was he's like an EP garage, and he had a couple laying about, so I went and grabbed one. So start to put the head on now. Just noticed one of the retaining clips is coming off, so I'm gonna have to take the head off to now sort this out. Alright, sorted that out now. Took the head off, compressed the valve again, put it back on. The rest of them look alright. Hopefully they're not going to fall off while the engine's running. But I guess there's only one way to find out. So now it's torquing up all the head studs. So I've got a little cheat sheet here. So obviously 30, 60 and then 80 foot-pounds in the order. So I'll do that now. That's all of these torqued up to 80 foot-pounds it is. I went over, double checked them all. They're all alright. I have borrowed this. It's a snap-on one that doesn't click, so I might go over with that just to check it does go up to the correct torque. Because obviously with the clicking ones, they're not quite as accurate. But other than that, I can then start to get the cams in and rockers and rollers and stuff. That's the rollers, rockers, whatever you want to call them on. I forgot to put the springs in, so I had to lift it all back up and put the springs in. I've got to work quick here, so I won't film because I put Honda Bond on now. I think it's meant to go there. It looked like it came from there before, so I put it back there again. So I'm going to work on bolting all this down now with the cams, so I'll just film it when it's done. Alright, I've had an absolute nightmare with this, so started putting all the cams in, and then the top bits and these bolts wouldn't go in. Turns out the shaft that runs along that centre there rotates, and they're like grooved so that you can get the bolts in, and it was the wrong way, so I ended up stripping it all off and redoing it all again. This one, so I've brought some different studs so that it's a flush fit for the rocker cover, but this one I'm scared is stripping, because so torque to 22 foot-pound, gets to it, clicks, went over them all again just to check them all, and that one was still turning again. Took it out, thread looked alright, there was no material on it from the thread from in the head. Done it again and it's still doing the same, so I've got it to where it should be, but obviously I'm scared that it might back itself out, but we'll find out. Oil baffles on, or windage tray is it called, I don't know. Oil pump, cleaned all of that out. I was going to replace this because of the mileage, but it seems fine, so not going to change that. Now the oil chain, I was going to change that as well. Can't get hold of one. If I get one from Japan, it's like a month's waiting time. I've not got a month to wait. I did speak to somebody that works at Honda at the parts dealership, and they've not got back to me, so I'm just going to put this on. I mean, if it's really stretched, then I won't use it. I'll have a look in a minute, but we should be okay. Alright, that's the oil pump on. I've got this little guide thing. Supposedly it stops your timing chain jumping a tooth, for the sake of 20 quid. I don't see why you wouldn't put it on. There's plenty of tension left in this. There's literally no damage to the guides whatsoever, and the chain I had to take the oil pump back off to put it on, so as far as I'm concerned it's not stretched. Like I said, there's plenty of movement still in that guide, so yeah, that's fine. Alright, just sorting out now for the timing chain. I'm pretty sure this has got to come back off anyway to get the chain on, but so this is I think this is top dead centre is what these markings are, because you've got the dot and the arrow here, or a dot and a dot the other way, and then that's got different marking there. But you can buy proper tools, or you can just use 5mm drill bits to go into the locking holes for the cams. So the cams are locked off now, they're not going to move, and then I can sort out the rest of it. Alright, that is it timed, I think. So it turns out you do have to still line up the arrow to the arrow on this one for the chain link. There's 3 that are different colours to go on each timing mark for it to fit. Now I can turn it over now without the tension on, because I've got these zip ties air tension in it, so it won't jump, but I can just check it all and check it's alright. Also, I realised I actually had to take these off to put this guide on. Now this had one of the shortened stud things on, and again I couldn't get it to tighten. Well, I could, but I'm scared something's going to snap. I don't know whether the bolts are stretching. I've just gone over all of them though, and even the OEM ones, they keep going. They're all up to 22 foot-pound now, and hopefully it's alright. So I just spent the last 20 minutes redoing all the timing, because I didn't think. So I remember always hearing that you should turn it round twice and the timing mark should meet up again. Now I'm thinking about the coloured bits of chain meeting up with there. That's not the case. That takes ages for them to ever meet again. But it's not. It's as long as this is timed and these are timed, and then that's correct. So it is right. I'll put the tensioner on as well now.